Paladin.
It's like I'm like lowering bar.
Welcome to the world of Harthron. I'm your host, storyteller, and dungeon master, Bilbo. Tonight we continue with our 9th episode of Pirates of the Golden Plunder. This is a homebrew. Does somebody got a bird? This is a homebrew campaign set in my world of Harthron. People, if you're looking for an adventure with high seas, treasure seeking, traveling to many lands of mystery, then look no further. You found it here on our channel. If this is your first time watching, please hit the follow button here on Twitch or subscribe on our YouTube channel if you're watching this later. And please hit that like button on our YouTube channel as it drives more people to our channel. And thank you in advance if you do that for us. The Golden Plunder has sailed north from Coran into the bitter, cold winter winds. Captain Draven has shared with the crew that he has 13 treasure maps stolen from the Ganor Empire. The captain plans on chasing down these treasures during the winter months, avoiding other pirate ships as they have all sailed south. The group, what we last left off, and actually a couple of adventures that we didn't record for various reasons, the group entered a shipwreck that was broken onto some very large rocks. Cardoma, our wizard, lost his sight to a large undead crow while docking to the shipwreck. They discovered the name of the ship was the Flying Fortune. There were no signs of crew, but it must have been in a great battle, and there was no signs of life. There was blood-stained walls on the floor. There were blasts that looked like possibly either fire or maybe even lightning along the shipwreck. There were weapon marks made on the walls. And they discovered a note on a corpse that was in a smuggling yard. The note hinted that undead took the ship and must have someone to command these undead. The group descended into a dark cave from this large rock that ripped through the Flying Fortune. Beneath, the heroes discovered a hag, along with an undead troll and hundreds of these sea ghouls. The party believed the hag must have teleported back to the nearby island when the undead troll was befriended by Handsome. And why don't we have Risna go ahead and recap the rest of our story.
Alright, I'm going to rewind just a little bit. Sorry for the overlap. Last we ended, Risna taking my first... We ended with me, Risna, taking my first step onto mostly dry dirt in over a week, as we explored a crude tunnel straight down into the depths of the earth. The Catwoman wisely suggested that she was quieter than the rest of us and offered to explore the tunnel first. And despite my concerns for her safety, cats, after all, aren't known for their hardness, she did an excellent job, discovering undead at the bottom, along with an evil animated seaweed halfway down. Like 4 halflings sharing a roach, my devilish companions and I made quick work of the weed. Meanwhile, the Catwoman dispatched the undead with her deadly game. The entire group journeyed deeper into the earth. I can't say I was thrilled to have 50 feet of water over my head, but at least there were 200 feet of good solid rock between me and the accursed liquids. The lower cavern presented a formidable obstacle, more damnable water. And as is my way, I crossed the water by first submerging myself in it, checking for dangers. Sure enough, the water was brimming with leeches. They easily bypassed my armor and started their bloodletting. With a mighty heave, I yanked myself up and out of the water, smashed into the ground on the other side. Due no doubt to my example of what not to do, the rest of our group made quick work of the narrow bridge and made it across. Once across the bridge, the cavern split in 3 directions, And whilst I was busy clearing the final leeches from my breeches, the impatient, the impetuous, and the foolish each took a different path. The impatient, horned one charged straight ahead. The misshapen, shattering one went to the left, and the impetuous, furry one careened to the right. Now, as an aside, I'm not good with the magics, or the sneaking, or the singing, or dancing, or any of that other useless shit. But I know fighting, and I know tactics, and this was the opposite of tactical. Splitting up 3 ways with no communication and no plan is suicidal.
It's the
Goblins fight smarter than this. Trolls even know not to do this. And I would normally say that orcs fight smarter than this, but we have one in our group, and I know it's not true. He looks over at Ozichar. I'm sorry, at Dramire.
I was actually one of the people who's fired. It's smart.
I arrive at the split in the tunnel, and I see sparkling lights to my left, and hear the unending chatter that told me the little one had gone to the left. I move that way and attempt to regroup, yelling towards everyone to meet up on me. Quiquay quickly obliges and takes up a strong defensive position to my side, and together we brace for whatever our oddly shaped companion has awakened. Unknown to me at the time, the horny one and the furry one are now fighting an undead troll, 2 ghouls, and a hag alone. A few seconds later, the enemy horde, led by our fool, round the corner and revealed themselves to us, a mass of undead, rotting flesh, ragged claws and teeth gnashing. The fool slips between our defenses, and Quiquay and I steel ourselves for the impact, weapons at the ready. They close. Our weapons make quick work of them, smashing them into splinters on the ground, and yet more quickly fill their places. As far back in the hallway as we can see, more and more undead. In the other room, Horny and Harry fight desperately. This, of course, would have been a hard fight had we actually been fighting as a team. But with such a terrible start, it's no surprise that the Horn one is quickly felled by the troll. And conveniently, he's not here to contradict me. The Catwoman would later explain how she played to her strengths, dodging in and out of combat, taking precise shots from a distance, wounding the hag mortally, all the while managing to collect 2 magic weapons, including this here, Elder Lucy, the great Dwarven blade. Quiquay and I tactically retreat to where the tunnel splits, intending to hold off the horde as long as we could at this point, while we wait to hear from the rest of our group. The fool, chattering as usual, runs down the hall and establishes communication. Seeing Ozichar unconscious, he kneels down and brings him back to life with more of his babbling magic. The fool then does something incredible, as in, I'm not sure that it's credible, but he convinces us that he talks the undead troll into not attacking. I guess if you talk as much as he does, eventually something like that might work. On the other hand, he's probably lying. Reinforcements, if you can call them that, arrived just then in the shape of the captain's knob polisher, Collin, and the cowardly orc.
Oh, jeez.
Alexianna then did something I will never forget. She thrust Elder Uxie into my hand and said, "Let's go fight a troll." Here is one I must admit, my own folly, one which I shall not repeat. The 2 cowards, both fresh and uninjured and full of vim. Yet even here I should have seen signs. I explained to them that Quiquay and I had established a defensive line at exactly the safest spot. And immediately both of them ignored this advice, rushing forward and back, leaving gaps in our defenses. How damn hard is it to stand in one place and swing a sword? Hearing that the troll still had its head attached and was poorly engaged, I stupidly entrusted the 2 cowards to hold the damn line and left to fight. My parting words, "Hold the damn line!" It was also at this point that a magical talking horse appeared for no reason. Upon striking the troll, Elder Uxie burst into troll-baking flames. My heart quickened. We made quick work of the troll, and as I sunk my blade into its neck and looked up to see who was still with us, I noticed that the coward Collin was not indeed holding the line, as I had just 10 seconds ago asked him to do.
That's great.
Who was holding the line?
Nobody was so damn blind.
Still one.
I was watching.
After my departure, the coward Collin had immediately abandoned the accursed orc, who was quickly overrun as Collin fled to the safety of our group. The troll now fell and made a quick plan to re-establish a new defensive line and fight slowly out as a group. 2 ranks, moving slowly. But again, before the plan could be implemented, the coward Collin, fled ahead of us, leaving us to our fate while he wriggled up and out to his precious captive. With her amazing speed, Alexianna raced ahead and established a front line. Quiquay followed. Ozichar, the Steed, and Eryn gloriously smashed the horde and established a new defensive front, initially at the intersection, but quickly we forced their front line leftward into the hallway where they came from. The coward Collin was never seen again, but the cowardly orc, seeing his opportunity to abandon us, leaps up from where it had been hiding behind undead parts and flees back up the rope to the surface. The Steed and the little one go back to the troll room and collect our well-earned treasure, and then, at our encouragement and request, flee to the surface. Ozichar, Quiquay, and I make a slow, perilous advance forward toward the source of the horde. And as our arms tired, I yell for missile reinforcements, and Eryn and Alexianna apply with well-placed shots fitting the horde. There's a glimmer of hope. Might we advance far enough to actually stem the flow? We round the corner and see the black, gaping arsehole of the world, spewing out endless undead. We fight foot by foot forward to see if there's some way to close and choke off the hole. And at the edge, Quiquay and I establish a shield wall. The archers pick off the endless horde. Ozichar grows wings to get a better angle. But in the end, it was all for naught. The horde never broke over us or through us. We held the damn line, but there were just too many of them. We decided to back out, all the way up, swinging and shooting the entire way. And then I turned to the group. Quiquay and Ozichar, it was a great honor to fight at your side. I will always be your companion. Alexianna and Eryn, support was invaluable. I'll always hold the line in front of you and keep you safe. Alexianna, thank you for your stealth and recovering this great weapon for us. Cardoma, are you really still blind? Every party needs a strong, capable caster, and I think that will be you one day. But you must have your sight. And to the 2 cowards, I turn my back on you.
Turning your back on the healer.
I've never seen a bipolar dwarf as high functioning as that one. I'm proud she's able to make it in the world.
Very nice. Alright.
Chris is talking to himself in the biff again.
Stop calling me a he, goddammit.
Gee, sorry.
Don't call me a she either.
Alright, so
It's a it.
would Risna want a luck card from Nord Games, a inspiration die, or a bump?
I will pick up that card.
Alright, luck card. Alright, let's see what this is. Oh, come on. Alright, so hand this to the Dungeon Master at any time. Add a D10 after making a saving throw.
Alright, sounds good.
I'm feeling this.
Oh, I don't like that.
Alright,
No.
we'll see. So, the group made it back to the ship. Currently, right now, we are missing Ozichar. He is still at work, as we've had rainstorms, so I guess he is behind. But he should be joining us at any time. And then welcome back to our table, Cardoma, who's been gone for the summer, but has returned. And Collin missed the last episode.
And
And-
you wouldn't have killed those undead.
And
You
paid
got
for it.
paralyzed.
And he paid for it in the recap.
Right.
So, you guys have now made it back to the Golden Plunder. You will all be healed up. And if you let Googs, he'll identify the couple weapons that you guys got, the magical things.
Are there stables on this ship?
No stable ones on this ship at all.
Oh, I see. It's more of like a sea leg room.
You'll be out on deck. It's a big deck. You have plenty of room to roll. All right, so
Don't worry, I have a
Risna,
poop bag.
your dwarven battle axe is +2.
Oh.
So it's 1d8 +2 or 1d10 +2 if you use it two-handed. And
Wow,
against trolls, it does an extra d8 of fire damage.
Was hoping you can
Very nice.
All right. Your rapier is +1. I think you figured that out. And Eryn,
Yes,
your quiver.
Yeah.
It's called Eagle's Nest.
that's what I thought.
There are 7 arrows as you take a long rest. The other arrow that you shot, or a couple arrows you shot, have been replaced. They have returned.
Huh.
And what it is when you fire it, it lets off the sound of an eagle. You know, and it's +2 when you shoot them, and they also they do +2 damage, of course.
Cool.
Then the arrow disappears, and it will return to the quiver after a long rest. So you have
So
7
never-
shots, and
Never ending.
with those, and that's what you have.
You forgot to identify the most powerful magical artifact that we found. And that's the friendship and the bond between us.
Yes, yeah, I forgot.
I agree.
It is the masculine love that only happens between people who have blood splattered on them. Well, that's not... Does feline love involve having blood thrown on you? Oh, I guess maybe if you're wearing a fur coat in a bad neighborhood. But don't worry, I love you as though you were a man. That's 30 cents an hour more than I would love a woman. No, that I
This
understand.
is rope 2.
Look, that's.
Scratching all the haters.
I've got a lot of nipples down there too, but you don't see me showing it off in front of the young adventurers, pointing at handsome. That poor little man made a Make-A-Wish Foundation wish, and now I'm here. And whatever is ailing him, it's ailing him. It's ailing him terribly. Progeria, probably. It's like his whole body is Benjamin Button disease. Oh, that's probably good. He's going to die before he knows love. We can pretend.
All right. So Captain Draven will also, with the loot that you guys collected, the gems and such, and all the other loot, he will mark you guys down, and so you don't have to have it, but write it on your character sheets when you leave the ship or whatever. Or if you want to have it now, which Risna probably does.
Yep.
Each of you have 700 gold pieces.
Holy!
Even the cowards.
Even the cowards.
I killed at least 20 of those seagulls.
Oh, did that happen while you were laying down? Is that why you were so tired?
You saw that blood? The blood geyser?
Oh, is that when you got hit and all that blood came out of you?
Cowardly orc, I know you'll be giving up your share, correct?
No.
You didn't earn it though.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, look how much blood came out of him.
How you earn it.
I pushed back the line of the seagulls.
Risna, are you good with metal?
Yes, of course.
It's getting kind of, my eyes are starting to hurt from trying to hold these gems in my eyes. Will you make me some glasses on?
You shouldn't put the pointy side in.
No, let's have those identified immediately.
Yeah, Captain Draven or Googs would That's how you go through the loot in that sense. And if you guys want it in gems, or like I said, you can keep it. Because there's a lot of gems. But you basically, in the sense of shares and everything, 700 gold pieces each. And then Captain Draven will ask, "What is your plan?" I heard Alexianna speak about possibly going to shore to look for this so-called hag. Is that your plan to go ashore?
Well,
Absolutely. That's always our plan.
Well,
maybe.
Straight to shore.
My guess is that there's at least one, because we were told through different. You were part of saying that there were hags in the area, right?
If this is indeed what the librarian spoke of, there should be 3 Sea Hags intercepting ships along this coastway.
Oh, good. We'll get to attack their coven. And then we'll all die and get to go to heaven.
So we're gonna go attack. So we're gonna go and attack 3 hags.
Possibly. At least go to shore.
Captain.
And look
More
for 'em.
importantly,
Yes.
Seems like we've had an
Can
adventure.
you have our caster's eyes fixed, please?
Yes, we can actually.
You want them fixed.
Well,
I don't know.
Of course
Do
we
you
want
need
them
a help
fixed.
animal?
Lost limbs is kind of a pirate thing.
at least one of your eyes back. That'd be cool.
That's true. You must be up to first mate, missing 2 eyes.
I don't know.
There's no shame in being wounded.
I have been enjoying the darkness. It's a bit comforting, especially since I don't have to always look at handsome all the time.
We'll get you an oversized hat. Come on. Fix your eyes, man.
Plus, like this newcomer says with this deep voice, a little guidance, and I can still contribute to the book.
Perfect. You should get on my back. And we'll ride and have adventures. And we'll learn life lessons.
I go over to the captain. Say, please
Yes.
heal him. Don't listen to him.
What is it you want us to do? What is it you want us to do, Cap?
huh?
What is it you want us to do?
I am fine. If you guys want to go ashore and look, I mean, if these, as Cardoma said, if these sea hags here, if they're here and they're drawing in ships like the Flying Fortune here, and have created hundreds of undead, probably a good thing to rid them of this island here.
All right. Well, then let's go do it.
more importantly, in their efforts of doing all of what they've been doing, they've probably collected a shit ton of money, like we just found.
Yes, I'm sure there's.
So
They probably have.
let's have our
more-
priorities straight, Captain.
Yeah, probably more loot
Okay.
there.
That is
Absolutely.
looking on the bright side.
Calling them
Even though we'll have to walk over a million graves to get it.
Or be quick. I mean,
It's your
part of
grave, it's
been
okay.
part of my
Well,
crew.
Seth,
Well, I don't really die. I just
I guess we're
reascend
gonna
into
go
the
fight some
heavens and
hags.
get resummoned.
That's what
It's
I'm
for the
saying.
betterment of our ship.
Cardoma, seriously, we need you to be able to see.
Do you want to crawl on? Do you want to crawl on top of the horse?
I've got a saddle.
That's a slight.
All you have to do is lean forward and
I
hug.
don't know.
Hug for your life.
Conrad doesn't
Just
want
one
to
eye.
be cured, but it's kind of hard to argue that the
Maybe
character would want to be blind.
Yeah.
I
Did you hear that, Seth?
No, that's not. No.
Conrad doesn't want to be cured, but you're making it real hard for him to stay blind.
Yeah,
So-
good.
I think the character would say yes. You know,
Okay.
He would want to be cured. Yeah.
All right. So.
Eyeballs out.
All right. So the goblin. Dukes, he comes up and he'll try to and you have some smoke around your eyes and put some seaweed on over your eyelids and stuff.
Oh, I bet that mask exfoliates.
and he'll try to heal your blindness. However, as a player, because I believe in player advocacy, if you want to stay blind, you can stay blind.
I don't know. Like Konrad thinks it'll be fun to play it out, but I don't think the character would argue to be blind.
Okay.
So I don't know.
All right. It's up to you. If you
Why
want.
don't we just give you one eye so that you can change your mind at any point?
Blink twice if you care.
I'll stay true to the character and say I'll become unblinded for this.
Okay.
Just because that's what the character would do.
All right. So he'll heal you.
Don't worry, if you change your mind, we can always make you blind again.
Me first.
Who knows?
Well, obviously.
It could happen.
Look at how sharp your little claws are.
Claws.
Like Paladin,
Using this new
I
rapier.
did not want to rush into battle. Paladin
Poke
wanted
him out
to
the eyes.
absolutely rush into battle, so I had to choose what the player
All right.
character wanted to do.
Just get the eyeball good.
Okay. So I know you're just chomping at the bit. So for our viewers, we've had some leveling up that occurred on our last couple episodes, and since they're back on the ship, taking a long rest and leveling up. So go ahead, Dramire, roll.
Okay, for my character, I get 7 more hit points.
7 more. So what's your total now?
35.
That's right. And what are you, Dramire?
I am a 4th level cleric of Morgulog, who has been training with a shield to use it now as a weapon himself.
And Morgulog is god of
Death.
death. There we go. Yep.
War leads to death.
All right. Then we have. I'm just going to go down my list here. Handsome. You were also made it to 4th level, correct?
Yep.
All right. And you want to roll hit points?
Someone can roll for me over there.
What is it?
D8.
Do you reroll ones?
Yes. Reroll
Okay.
ones once.
Okay, I got a 5 on the die.
All right.
Never.
Yeah, I got average for my character.
That's what generally.
So that puts you at
32.
32 hit points. And then what are you for our viewers?
4th level bard.
4th level bard.
That's not so handsome.
All right. And then Risna.
Alright, go ahead, Coward Orc. Roll a 10d10 for me.
Yeah, D10. A 4.
Alright, I'll take it. So I'm now a 5th level fighter.
And what's your hit points now?
Survey says 55.
All right. And then Cardoma.
I don't think I leveled it. I know what you
Oh,
did.
yes, you did.
Before?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck? I didn't do anything.
You did do stuff before you left, man. Like I said, you only missed 2 sessions.
We haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't been.
Alright, I don't have what to do. I think I do a d6 for warlocks, right?
Maybe
D8.
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 Yeah, we're watching D8.
Okay.
Because I can't
Alright,
fight.
just roll a die, Bilbo. That's
Yep.
what you do. That'd be a 6, so plus 2, 8 more, so that puts me at 32 hit points.
Nice. And then what are you again?
4th level warlock with kind of a shadowy origins.
It's not a big jump from 3rd to 4th. It
Gotcha.
You just get a
becomes our
or
4th to 5th. Quiquay.
All right. Quiquay. He has 1 level of rogue and he has 3 levels of barbarian. This is a 3rd level barbarian. It's finally getting 2.
All right.
So he is the master of spearing, and he is also an exceptional tavern brawler.
That's right.
So, since he had reached 3rd level in barbarian, he chose the path of the totem, and the totem is the earth goddess, his earth goddess Yojo, and he carries this emblem on his chest, and that will. That will replace the idea of the bear.
Yep.
So giving him resistance to everything except for psychic
Perfect.
while raging.
11 on the die.
No
Nice.
way! Thank goodness. So that's
Yeah.
14 total.
All right. So that put you at 50.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's 4 levels of barbarian and 1 level of rogue.
All right. And then Steed Irwin.
All right. So I have that 2. So for what do you guys do?
Second max.
Second max?
Yeah.
All right. Then just rolling 1d12 here since I'm a 3rd level barbarian. 7. So let me do some math. And that brings me up to 47.
Alright,
I forgot barbarians.
You got
just
some
have
hit points.
What's Steed Irwin's armor class?
It is 18.
18. Perfect.
What?
Alright.
Nice.
Alright. And then
Well, that makes sense.
Alexianna, Eryn, and Ozichar. They're close, but not quite there yet. And Collin, of course, has a bit to go to get to 6. So, but also because Risna was part of the original group, as Collin joined on the group later, because the group now has reached 5th level, in the sense one character has reached 5th level, if a character dies, or we have another player, heaven forbid, but they would start out at 3rd level versus starting out at 1st. However, they would have 0 experience, and they would just accumulate experience going on. So at least they're not totally
As squishy.
or not that far from 5th level. And the next break would be at 8th level. So characters, if a character makes it, once a character makes it to 8th level, then a new character or player coming in, or character died, they'd start at 5th level. So that's kind of a house rule that I have here. All right, got that out of the way. So with that, what do you guys do? You're on the boat. You've rested a day. You all have your hit points back. You all have all your abilities. I said Googs identified your items, and he also binded wounds and healed you up as well as best as he could. And you are docked still out, probably about a quarter mile from this island that's not on the captain's map.
Captain, could we get some healing potions of our own out of our shares? If we have them?
Let's see. Good question. You might have
Somebody, I think, got some for our group, but then didn't pass them out, so we didn't really have them to share when the need was there. So
Oh yeah, because Collin, you have a couple, don't you?
A couple what?
Potions of healing
that were given to you by the captain.
I had 2. I used 1 on somebody because I scratched it off down to 1.
Okay, so you've used 1 and you still have another. The captain.
I think I used it on his character, right?
The captain does say that Googs has made some, but he will need some to. He'll give the group another one just to have. And let's see here. He's gonna give 1 for Risna to hold on for free.
Thank you.
And then he says Googs has made another. There's another 5 that Googs has made.
How much do you want for them?
50 gold pieces apiece.
We'll take all 5.
Okay.
It's 250 gold.
All right.
All right.
Who wants them? Well, I'm not gonna ask that question. Give 1 to Ozichar.
I'll try.
Okay. So I'll make
Give
note of Ozichar getting 1. Okay.
I don't
One
know
to
one.
Quiquay.
Quiquay gets 1?
I give 1 to Alex and
I
Erik.
don't have any pockets, so you can put it in some.
Okay. Alexianna and Eryn also get 1.
Well, it's a
And then the bike says 1 left, right?
Say hang it from the necklace.
Yeah,
I'll
there's
give
total.
it to Cardoma.
Cardoma. All right.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So
All right. So you guys all make note of that,
Yo,
and I'll let Ozichar know once he arrives.
you're about to 4th. I'm like,
What's that smell?
And then he'll go to the.
Sure.
There's a goblin who made it.
Yeah. The goblin's name is Googs. So he's a rather large goblin, green skinned. He has a red mohawk. So a lot of the his nickname is Red, but the captain calls it. The captain seems not to use nicknames for anybody. He usually uses their formal names. But a lot of the crew calls him Googs. And yeah, he's kind of a crazy coot. He's the one that actually shot down, I think it was Googs that did it.
Yeah. Was he the one with the blunderbuffs?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he is the one with the blunderbuss as basically as his focus, his spell focus.
Does he need a best friend? Because I've got spots open.
Yeah, Draven says, well, you'd have to talk to Googs.
Hey, and
Do you need a best friend, Captain?
is I know you have a figure.
I'm already one of your best friends. Remember?
That's true.
Yes.
And you know what best friends do? They hug, and I go to hug the captain.
He lets you up.
All right.
Googs,
And I know you have a
Googs, these better work.
Oh, they work. They work.
Alright.
You just you might have to plug your nose when you drink them, but they'll work.
Alright, Googs, can you keep making these?
Yes, yeah, I can make them.
Great. Here's 450 gold.
Is there anything we can find to help you make these gooks?
Yeah, he's saying, well, since you're going ashore, actually, there's some plants, and if so, he's going to describe a couple of weeds and plants that if you see them,
Your skirt is made of grass. You can probably recognize these.
In fact, I have some right now.
Alright, so I don't care about any of that. Hopefully Aaron's paying attention or someone.
I think just
You can take this 450 for 9 more.
yeah,
Yep.
yep.
Great.
It'll take a little bit of time to make. He'll tell Dramire and Eryn what he's looking for.
It's like a thick, fat shaft.
Eryn, in the sense to be able to probably find it, and Dramire probably how to harvest.
And his tongue.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Maybe get some other stuff for us to go into.
Then Captain, I want equal standing with Collin.
Equal standing.
Yeah, in this group, I'm not gonna have you led by a coward.
Well, he did come and get us so we could help recover you guys.
That's what cowards always say.
Well, I'll give you equal standing with Collin.
Thank you.
Well,
When do we
maybe we
leave?
can find some more.
You guys can
Right now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's morning. You guys could it's calm. The water's calm right now,
Okay, I
and so you guys could take the 2 rowboats into shore if you'd like.
Which is her affront to the land.
Magical Steve,
Yes,
I heard you had an agreement you needed signed.
I sure do. I would like as many people to sign it if possible, because
I signed it.
then you're my best friend and you can ride on my back.
Is that all the agreement allows me to do is ride on your back?
I mean, you could order me to my death too, but I don't like to sort of pump that fact up. I mean, it's essentially a slavery clause, but it's nicer because it's magic.
We don't the Captain Trader says we don't have slaves anymore on the ships either.
Oh, but I'm a summoned creature, so it's kind of different.
But you know what she means when she says she wants to ride here, right?
Do you know what I like about you? Is that you're able to find the second entendre whenever there's just one sitting there.
Who's on Andra?
Oh, you don't want to meet her or her twin?
Double wide on?
Alright, so what does the agreement really say?
Yes, you went
Cool.
to.
It says that the signer of this document shall be able to give the holder of the document, and I have to put my name in here, Steed, Irwin, and initial, is allowed to be best friends, to cut each other's hands and become blood brothers, even though blood diseases are a thing in this world and it's not a good idea. You are allowed to ride on his back and to command him around as though he were a summoned creature. Also, he has to be cool with anything you do, no matter if you're like super evil or something, because that's also how summoned creatures work.
Alright, let me sign.
Done.
Alright,
Anyone else?
I have a bag.
I guess I better sign too, just in case.
All right.
Okay, Collin says.
That's
Don't let the orc sign, Steve. Don't
I
let the orc
sign.
sign.
It's the way I ever sign.
You don't. It's all right. I do need. Is there a notary on board, Captain?
The shipwright, Middle Splinter is. Yes.
Oh,
he's a gnome.
all right. We need to find Middle Splinter to make this official.
Poor bastard.
Alright. So Middle Splinter, this little gnome, he'll come up.
It's a
and,
gnome too.
Yes.
Look at how adorable you are.
I wouldn't feel comfortable.
You're just like a muffin that didn't make it all the way out of the tin.
What?
Oh, you're gonna do this gonna be bad.
All right, we need you to notarize this, and you should probably sign it and notarize yourself too. Is that legal?
Yeah.
To do self-notary?
No, that's not legal.
Do you have a second friend then who can also be a notary?
Not on the ship.
Like a notary apprentice?
No.
All right. Well, we'll just have to be secret best friends then.
And I lean down and kiss him on top of the head.
What are you doing?
All right. Now, will you please notarize this contract?
Okay, yes, I will.
Thank you, little muffin.
And I kiss him again on the top.
It's Middle Splinter. It's
Middle Splinter, sorry. Oh, Middle Splinter, not Little Splinter.
You know when you give the finger to yourself, to someone else, you give 4 more fingers to yourself.
Alright, I'm going down below. Crazy. Who let a horse on board?
What I like about him is he's a pretty spirit. I wonder if he'll be a little spoon tonight. I'm very warm to sleep next to.
A little spoon to a horse.
And I smell like cinnamon. Among other things, so long as the poop bag is on.
Oh dear.
Are you accidental, badgers?
Alright.
Rizzo's gonna go around to each person with a potion and ask them where they put it.
Okay.
Oh, I know this. You put it in your mouth.
Where it's being stored. In case you fall down, we will use your potion on you.
Oh, that's a better question. Although the first one is good to clarify.
We'll encourage everybody to put it in a front pouch so it's obvious where it is.
Alright. Does anybody put it not in a not obvious place? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, Quiquay.
No, not.
You said he didn't have any clothes. He was going to hide underneath his loincloth.
I have a potion bandolier
I'll
under.
just
I'm assuming you probably have a small pouch right off.
Hey, I'll just use some healing magic.
I have a bag for my.
So what happens when
My
somebody
triple
else? What happens when somebody else lifts it up to grab a potion and grabs the wrong thing?
Yeah, you need to make a fear check.
Alright. So do you guys get into the two rowboats?
Row,
It's the
row,
Lincoln
row.
Log.
The question I asked.
Singing is a very good idea. We should all sing.
My character does not sing. Just
But it's still a very good idea. I know it's because you're ashamed of your voice, but I think you're beautiful, just the way you are. Even if you are a coward.
so 1, 2, 3.
It's okay to be cowardly.
Okay, perfect. I have 6 people for my prayer of healing. Me and Ben.
What does that do?
I can choose up to 6 creatures, so
To do what?
heal.
Oh.
Oh, I see. That's the song you want to sing.
When we need
Prayer
to.
of healing,
Oh, no.
prayer of healing.
I wanna slide.
Somatic component. It doesn't translate from the Elvish very well.
Oh,
Alright, so let me ask the question. In the sense of the 2 boats that are going ashore. I think I put Steed, Irwin, and Handsome in the same boat.
Risna goes in that boat too, because I'm not riding the same boat. We don't want to see
I'll be a navigator of one.
And so they're probably singing.
Yeah. And trying to
Steed,
encourage the
Irwin,
other
and-
boat to
and
like,
Handsome are probably singing together. coming ashore. Anybody fine? Everybody's fine with who's on the two boats?
I can't tell, but it sounds good.
Cardoma
I
wants
think-
to switch.
I
to
think
the other ship.
Ozichar should switch with Cardoma. That seems
All right,
Ozichar
go
would
ahead.
be with
Go ahead. Let's
Risna.
switch those.
That seems likely.
Hey, Alex, may I have the-
Hey, Bill, I'm grabbing a.
Which one's Risna?
What is this?
The dwarf. The dwarf
I'm grabbing a cartography. He's gonna make a map while he's on the island.
Okay,
Where's
so he's
Collin?
gonna try and map out the island. Okay,
Where'd you put
perfect.
Collin?
Oh, you're on this boat with us. So
That's me? Which one's me?
the short hands. Yeah, you can't see him. He's that short.
Jazz hands.
Okay.
The cowardly looking one.
All right.
Swords.
So you guys start rowing up to
I need a match.
up to the shoreline. As I said, it's morning. The water's calm coming in. There is, as you guys are coming closer to shore, there's an area, almost in a sense, of some of the rocks sticking out of the water, but there's an area where you can come into the beach safe as the water's kind of crashing up on these smaller rocks and stuff. Nothing dangerous. You guys can come up to shore without an issue at all. The sand is a dark brown sand here along the beach, and there's about 30 feet of beach, and then you kind of see the forest. It's not jungle here. It's more of a oaks here growing. And it's pretty lush, and it is, like I said, it is becoming winter at this time. It's, I want to say you guys are in the month of chill, if I remember right here.
We are.
Yeah.
His last I heard it was the
So most of
second.
those oaks don't have their.
I think it's now the 12th,
Okay.
because you guys have been at sea and such. So I'll confirm that later.
So are we far enough north that there's snow?
No, it hasn't started snowing here yet, but it is cold. But it hasn't started the snow. So, all right. So what do you guys do? You row ashore.
Bill, on the boat over, Hanson's gonna try to tell a inspiring story, but it's gonna be a huge catastrophe of a story because you can't remember half of it.
Okay.
But everyone's still gonna get 9 hit points, 10 hit points that's on the boat with him.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So you're doing.
This is not the
Where's he?
All right. So
Yeah,
and does that include you two, handsome?
Yeah.
Okay. So 9. That's you. Steed Irwin's on that one, right?
Risna, Ozichar.
Okay. So.
I think it's a very good story because sometimes real life stories don't have clear endings.
It's a story about a rabbit and a beetle.
No, you didn't put me on the boat with that.
Sadly.
You probably be a grumpy dwarf.
You're probably complaining the whole time. Who else is on that one?
Ozichar,
Alexianna.
Alexianna. So.
And yes, Risna.
Anybody else?
Risna.
I got Risna.
So that's it. Steve. So
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's 5, I think. One.
Nine.
5 including.
Got it. Okay, perfect. All right, got it. All right. Write it down.
we can use one.
Yes, 4.5.
So all the
Just
squishy,
Risna on the boat with him.
Yeah.
all the squishy people aren't
You'll
good.
put him right next to Risna.
Pretty much.
And you actually leave the boat feeling somewhat happy.
All right.
I'm always happy to leave a boat. That's easy.
All right. So you make it to shore. What do you guys do? You see, there is actually a path. You come up and you see a path into the woods.
1 second, I'm just looking at something because once we get near the woods, I'm going to use one of my abilities.
Eryn and Alex, can you check ahead, see if there's
Everybody stay here for a minute. I'm going to sneak up there and see what's going on.
Okay. So Yep. So go ahead, Collin. Eryn, Alexianna, you guys.
I'm going to go to the
We're
woods, and I'm going to.
Hold on. They're gonna go. They're trying to go search. Are you gonna go with them? Collin says,
No.
"Hold on a minute."
Stay there.
I was going to look for any of the undead.
Stay there.
Alright, you're not gonna do the searching.
Let the stealthy tracking people go first, or
Alright.
None of any undead pop.
So I'm going to stealthily try to sneak around up there
Okay.
from tree to tree and try to perceive what's around.
These are all rocks here.
Yep.
So there's big rocks kind of protruding from the beach here. And then then there's a whole forest line up the front here.
While I'm going out up front, can you check for tracks?
Do your new eyes have object permanence yet?
Yeah.
Do we have to explain
Eryn.
the trees stay where they are?
Eryn,
Eryn,
while I'm
It's
moving
a
up and
little
checking
black,
the
but
tree
okay.
line up there, can you
All
look
right.
around this area for
We're
tracks and
concerned
things like
about you.
that, see
I
what
think
else
I-
might have been out here?
And the plants.
sure we got that.
I think
No,
I'm
no, we're
heard
just
just
looking
hearing
for
your
we're
voice.
just looking
So
for the track.
I think I understand
Yeah,
what you're
and
saying
I
about riding your
glance
back.
at
Security. We're just looking.
I
And
think
then
you
you
found
can
his
come to
double,
me and
his double entendre.
Alright, I'm gonna
Roll yours.
I'll head up
Oh,
towards
yeah.
the wood line, sneaking, trying to be quiet.
All right,
They're
so-
gonna check.
All right. So Collin, first give me a stealth check.
Plus what?
Oh, you're plus 3. Jingle thing.
What are you?
Fingers! Colin's going back to the ship. I rolled 1.
All right. So move up like 15 feet.
don't we have that deck now, Bilbo?
Huh? Yes, I'll get to that in a second here.
All right. So
But
first
go
of
up
all-
for Collin for 15 feet and then knock him over, like right behind that rock.
This rock.
No, you didn't get that far. No,
Like here?
No, back where he was.
Okay.
Right, and there. One step up
Okay.
and knock him over
All right.
as he trips over a rock there. All right, so yes, fate though.
Oh, fake time.
Temperance. So let's see what temperance does.
Good or bad, or is it in between?
Do those only pop up when you fail a skill check?
And you
Doesn't
fail.
work on Jade.
So, all right. Lack of balance. You can't even walk a straight line, as we just saw. Roll a d4.
Okay, a D4.
Yep.
1.
All right, that's good. So you suffer that number as a penalty to all d20 rolls for attacking, dexterity saving throws, and dexterity base checks. Now roll a d8.
Oh man.
Oh, 2. Okay, hold it. D20. Oops.
Just roll a d8, and I'll explain it here.
I know. 8 is probably how many times it's gonna happen. 2.
2. So for two rolls, you are -1 on attacking, dexterity saving throws, or any dexterity-based skill checks.
That's
So-
to add insult to injury.
To add insult to injury.
And
At the same time,
or if an undead pops on, I get to tell you all I told you so.
underneath the sand,
So surprising.
this large
Oh crap!
red giant crab comes out and takes a snap at Collin.
He's prone.
I should have stayed.
And Collin, your AC is 16, is that correct?
My AC is 16 right now. Yeah.
All right, so it snaps at you. For 10 points of damage as it snaps right onto your arm.
At least it didn't go for the neck.
Actually, I'm going to attempt to parry.
I
That's
would
my maneuver.
I would normally give that, but because this was a fumble, and I would say that you won't be able to do that. That it snaps right into your arm.
But I can't use a reaction.
That's correct. Yeah,
Okay.
basically fumbled the check there. So,
Okay.
To
Okay.
battle!
Let's roll initiative.
So minus 10.
Yep, minus 10.
Oh! Yeah! Let's get this started right.
Alright, so what did you roll?
20 on the die. So
what's your
21.
total? 21. Cardoma?
9.
9. Alright. Just here. Collin?
10.
10.
Quiquay?
10. Modified 10.
Steed Irwin?
6.
Alexianna?
17.
Erwin? Or
10.
Eryn, sorry. Huh?
10.
10. Handsome?
I rolled a 7, so I'm a 6.
And Risna?
I'm a 5.
Alright, so, just like we did the other night, since Dramire's won that, beat me, barely, by 1.
Plus 1 dex.
Yep, so we're going to start with you and then go around the table.
He gets out of the boat, steps up to this crab, and first is going to attack with his
What's
hammer.
What's your movement right now?
Huh? My movement is 30 feet. So I move up to the crab, and first I'm going to attack with my warhammer, then come around with my shield
Oh, is it still 30?
as a bonus action.
Okay?
So, hammer's the blue die.
That's probably try still.
I'm just glad I said the hammer's the blue die. Really glad. So, that's a 24.
That hits.
Yeah. For 10 points.
Alright.
But a fumble. No.
The second one, what are you doing?
He wants a death die.
Really?
Actually, no, this is better.
I'm not giving death dice on fumbles anymore.
Oh, okay. That's
Any
fine.
other roll but a fumble. A fumble's a fumble.
Okay, fumble's a fumble.
Yeah.
I got an advantage die.
So what happens when
Yes, if you have an advantage dice.
Right.
That's the one time I'll allow.
What about death dice? Like on the death roll.
Huh?
What about on the death roll?
On a death roll, I'll allow an advantage die to be,
But not a superiority die,
But
or
not-
not a death die.
but not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
So my shield comes whiffing down.
Alright, so you fumbled, right?
Yep.
Alright.
So whack,
Alright.
and then
Alright, so your shield becomes lodged with underneath the shell of this giant crab. So right now it is stuck in there.
so I can't stack with it.
That is correct.
Do I get my defense bonus?
No, you do not.
Okay.
Alright. Alright. Cardoma, you are up.
I say we let the orc try to redeem his honor by killing a crab.
Perfect.
Very brave orc. I wish you luck in this battle.
Alright, so you move on over there.
He just goes and hides behind the rock.
Single combat.
Alright, Collin, you are up.
Well, I guess I'll take my 10 feet of movement to stand up,
Alright.
and then I will
Dislodge him.
attempt an
I
attack
shouldn't try to knock him down.
on
My shield's bash.
this thing.
Yep. And you have an ally there.
Uh, 19 to hit,
That's gonna hit him.
and that's going to be 6, 7, 8,
I need to say
13 points of damage.
13. Alright.
it. If
Yeah.
only. he
And then
would
I will,
have
and then
been.
I'll use my bonus action to do the second attack,
Okay.
and that's going to be 17.
17. When you what is this weapon that you're using?
Plus 1 short sword.
Yeah. So your short sword, as you stab at it, it all of a sudden just goes into its shell, and you hit its hard shell.
Okay,
So
And
you
this
it does it.
so it's a
does-
turtle, not a crab.
So
So-
dislodges my shield.
Hermit. Yeah, giant hermit. Oh, a hermit crab. Yeah, there you go.
It
Interesting.
dislodges.
All right,
my
and I don't want to do that. Well, actually, no, I use my bonus action, so I can't do that. All right, then I am done.
All right. Quiquay.
It looks like dinner's back on the table, guys. So I rush forward to get as close as I can to battle.
I got you.
I should pretty much burn up my moves.
Maybe decided that. What do you think, Billy?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, Quiquay, you can run up there and attack.
Lunch!
All right. Did I make it within my movement to attack?
Yeah, I'll say so.
All right. All right, guys. I didn't prepare myself. I didn't think I'd actually get to it.
You don't have to.
Thing looks delicious. That would be a modified 20. 20. Modified 20.
You hit.
All right.
Stab into it.
So that would be 8 plus 3, 11 points of damage.
All right. So yeah, chunks of crab meat are coming out of this thing.
Oh yeah.
All right, Steve Irwin, you are up.
Oh, best friends? We have to make the dream work, and we do that with teamwork.
Is it harder to move through water?
If you're going through the water, yeah, I would say, yeah, you're gonna be. That will be, half movement there. But if you go on the, run across through on the ship
Here.
Okay.
And then attacking from the second rank recklessly.
All right. Nice.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, you might get your crit seeds here.
It's at 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
That's actually really good to play.
For 13 points damage.
All right. Okay. All right. And we'll go to Alexianna.
All right.
It's a tough crab, turtle, shell.
Oh. So guessing that this guy's not alone.
We got sparks.
What do you think this dungeon master
Yeah.
is just gonna have?
Just have one
crab?
lone crab after setting up a whole beach.
No, I feel like there's gonna be some on the undead in this clearing.
Use a bonus action
Okay.
and crouch down low, hiding behind this lovely rock
Okay.
with her
That rock is lovely.
with her crossbow out, ready to fire at any other crabs that may appear.
Up here. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Eryn.
I'm gonna try and hit the crab.
All right.
Not with the special arrows.
Wait, are you a champion? Because you might be a champion, actually.
19 on the die.
That hits.
She is a fighter, not a ranger.
Oh, she's a fighter?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was a ranger.
Well, that's what Bill texted, or said that as an email.
Is she a champion?
No.
13
Well,
points.
wait, is she a champion?
Not a champion.
Because then she got the improved critical hit.
All right.
Made you
Anything
critical.
else, Eryn?
Oh, I thought you were saying
Um,
in general. That's a silly thing.
No.
I thought Eryn was a ranger too. So, I mean, it's.
I knew she was a fighter.
Well, Aaron's a ranger.
Eryn.
Eryn.
Exactly. So
What?
I'm like, why wouldn't Eryn be a ranger if Eryn is a ranger?
Yeah.
Anything else, Eryn?
Oh,
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing.
Alright.
I'm pretty far away. I don't think I'll get hit.
All right, handsome, you're
You're
up.
just behind a rock. You're
I know.
I will jump off the boat,
What that?
All right, on the shore.
run over to within 30 feet of it,
All right.
and I'll attempt to
Can you move?
mock the crab.
Okay.
So he's at the foot of the boat.
So he's doing vicious mockery on
You
it.
wanted to jump off, yeah. Okay. Vicious mockery. All right. What do you say?
2 points psychic damage, and then you gotta make a wisdom save.
Okay.
How do you mock the
How
crab?
might make this, to be honest? What's the DC?
Your legs are so small, you wouldn't even get any meat off of them.
I roll a natural 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this crab's got
But
great
how does
self-esteem.
he mock the crab?
But it's not negative?
2 points of damage.
It still takes 2? Okay.
No, you don't take 2.
Oh, don't take 2. Okay.
Crab, you're doing a terrible job. You're supposed to be cutting off Collin's head, and I don't see it rolling.
Wow. Poor Collin. Poor
Well,
Collin.
you don't. We like him. Most of us do.
Flicks his little claws and then
All right.
Doing a terrible job.
All right, and are you done?
That
on
sounded like
Hanson?
you were trying to inspire Risna, not de-inspire a crab.
All right, Risna, you are up.
I'm inspired. Alright, let me slowly make my way over to Crabland.
How far can you move?
25 per.
So 25 gets you to the front of the boat,
Yep, just double moving.
and then 25 feet more.
So yeah, should
So
should
yeah,
Come on, Risna, there's plenty of crab for the both of us.
Risna, you should be riding on my back. I'm much faster than you
you're
are.
behind Quiquay.
Perfect.
Good enough.
It's all this little sister.
Well, I wonder if any undead are gonna come.
And I'll be ready to provide disadvantage to Quiquay if possible. If you attack.
Disadvantage.
Sea Hag instead of summon 100.
Oh,
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, so the crab attacks. I got like 4 people there. So
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, 4.
All right, let's see. All right, so he takes a snap at who just came running up, Risna.
Yeah.
Risna.
All right, so it takes a snap at Risna.
Snippety snap.
Wow, that's gonna hit. Ooh, so it bites, not bites, so it clamps into your leg, and you
Going back to
take
torso.
12 points of damage.
They're like the same
That's
height.
not
It
maxed
comes into
out.
torso, not different height.
Yeah.
And then the second one goes. Sorry, got a bunch of people.
Yes, 3 others.
It's like Collin.
1, 2, 3, right in a row.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yep, Collin. So it does once again snaps at Collin. But this is your AC 16. Is that true?
Yes.
It does hit. It snaps at you.
Okay, I'm gonna try to use my parry this time.
Okay. Yep. And that just does what off the damage, right?
A D8 plus 4 off the damage. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Go ahead and roll.
So 8 points of damage would be removed.
All right. Perfect. So it's once again tries to snap at your arm that's already kind of bleeding, but you get your short sword up and he claws right on it, so no damage at all. Perfect. All right, very nice.
That's one of those.
All right, now.
Of course. Bring him out. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. That's not what I was expecting.
What, another crab?
No.
Out of the sand here, this large, giant
Oh, I feel bad for you.
crab comes
Really bad.
Daddy's here.
busting through,
It's King Cobra.
busting through the sand. Alexianna, you were holding your shot, so you can shoot now.
For
As
some
this
reason,
thing
I feel
comes
like we just
up
have to
right
Mario
on
Brothers.
Eryn, behind Eryn. And
What are you?
It's me.
Should I roll my stealth check?
you're not gonna be able to stealth here. Sorry, it's daylight.
Oh, it's just
We're on a
the
beach.
cover's on the other side. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're on the wrong side of this thing.
That's okay. You're right next to it. So.
Yes.
You do get your 3?
All right. No, that'll work. AC 21.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 80. All right.
Is it a bonus?
20.
20. 20 hits.
20 points.
Okay. And what are you using?
Light crossbow.
Okay.
But yeah, bonus.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you hit into its side, and it makes a kind of a weird noise. And then at that,
Get the math of it.
It's bonus right now.
flames shoot out its mouth.
It is King Koopa!
What is King Koopa?
He's the main enemy from Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Mario.
Holy shit.
All right.
Oh my god!
It's gonna hit his arm. It's gonna hit his
All
arm.
right. So out of its mouth, fire just breathes down on the group.
And
It
it's gonna
does not get Alexianna. I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws, except for Handsome, Alexianna, and Cardoma, as this thing just
Nope.
breathes fire.
So to speak.
Well, you only want to
Yes, that was it.
As long as you're not.
Well, the only people that don't is Handsome, Cardoma,
So now you look.
and Alexianna. Everybody else is right in its mouth.
Holy advantage, man. I wouldn't have been here. Are you the one who wise you
Can I
go
use
inside?
Billy's left
Yeah.
card where it
Didn't
things fire?
cluster up and
No, he
You know,
didn't.
we-
He just kind of closed his eyes and said,
He's
"I
not
miss
here,
being
I can
blind
use his
and
luck card.
happened to be moving that
I
direction."
think he wants to.
All right, so I'll go around the room here first. Dramire.
Fail.
Fail. All right, so Dramire, you are going to take 20 points.
Oh, no.
All right, Collin,
21.
you make it. Do you have any evasion or anything, or no?
No.
So
Don't
10
believe-
points?
Not yet. I'm only second level.
All right, so you'll take 10 points, so I have you minus 20 now.
Yeah, bugger.
All right, then we'll go to Quiquay.
Ah, he missed it.
All right, and do you have any special thing with fire?
No.
So 10 points.
I wasn't raging.
Oh.
All right,
Uh,
Irwin.
21 on that save, nothing to help against fire.
All right, so 10 points.
Yep.
All right, Alexianna's fine. Eryn,
16.
so you successfully saved.
Yay.
And do you have anything that will help against this, or just
No.
10 points?
10 points.
And then Risna,
15.
15. Yep, 15 makes it.
Baby cry.
No, I used my D10. I used my D10 card on that.
Daddy.
Oh, okay, so you
And
use the
then,
card. All
And
right.
then I used my reaction to hide behind my shield so I take no damage.
Okay, perfect. All right, nice. So you pull up the shield as this thing just spews fire from its mouth.
Yeah, that shield mastery is a really cool trait.
All right. Oh yeah, and that's right. Uh,
I wonder what I'm gonna do. Spiritual weapon sounds good.
There we go.
Races.
It's a free
But I won't get
races.
mine.
We got all the races.
however, it kills this crab.
Oh,
Perfect.
Grab
Actually,
on crab violence.
No, but what does this look like? Is it actually on two legs?
Yeah. 2 legs, 2 claws, has multiple other arms on it. However, another crab comes up right behind Alexianna and strikes and takes a snap, but misses.
How does the hero play?
take
All right.
action, dang it.
Initiative, everybody. Roll initiative here.
Sure.
What is my luck on initiative? Another 21. I rolled 2 natural 20s on initiative in a row.
don't worry about us. Go for the big one.
Still not going.
All right. So 21, Cardoma,
9.
Big friends with this one.
Collin,
19.
1.
9.
23.
Dang it.
19.
Handsome, Risna,
19.
19. All right. So we are going to start over here this time with Alexianna's going first. All right.
It's kind of a fun.
Oh, really?
Changes things up. Doesn't it? Now,
Really?
We got it from Jack on.
That's cool.
One monster.
all right, so
Way
she
less juggling.
Yeah.
draws her rapier
Tense
And-
to tell the DM. Yeah, figure that out. That's a good idea.
In the variety of the ground works, that it's rather a
Um,
matter of reaction.
Guys, don't forget about the 10 hit points you took in the
Yeah, I got it. I have it written down on it. All those characters.
You're not separate the same thing every round.
So what do you do, Alexianna?
I'm gonna stab this bonehead behind me.
All right.
Oh, but I don't think I'm gonna have it. Let's see. But I think I will. Use a luck die.
All right, luck die.
And a natural 20, baby.
Nice. All right. So luck
Good,
die.
that was a great luck die just to be spent.
You get to add that.
But I think you kind of wish you
Crit on this
used it on
one.
the giant red boss. It's quadruple damage.
Yeah, but it gives
Really
you a
bad.
chance
Yeah, use it on the
to-
red boss.
All right. So I'm just marking on the luck.
Give you a chance to be a roll.
All right, and so natural 20.
So you have a much better chance of being in the highest position.
All right, so maximum damage. So you
You're still-
stab it right in its face. So maximum damage, and then roll the damage dice again.
Oh, okay.
And another
So
4 or 5.
so re-roll these now.
So
leave these
yeah,
and add it to a max.
no, because so it's just max, and then just re-roll the dice.
Yeah. All right, still decent.
Oh, an exploder.
And one exploder. That's true. All right, so
The exploder again.
15, 19 plus.
Plus 1.
So 44 points.
Ooh, nice.
Just please through the clouds.
It's just clicking away. That's his face. You know, blood spewing out of it, and pus.
It's not dead.
Pus. No, it's not. But pus is spewing out of it. It's really gross. And then anything else, Alexiana?
I'm going to. Let's
If you can hit it with one of those arrows, oh no, we go before I do. Damn it. Because the giant thing, I can try it.
We tried to get it to follow me, Bilbo.
Okay.
So I'm gonna plop onto, jump up onto the rock,
Sure.
and then over to this side.
Okay.
And she's trying to draw its attack so that it doesn't go after Handsome.
Okay. So you're trying to
just
click at it. You know, make grab-
Oh, like
draw
sleight of
its
hand, I don't
attention.
know, like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're basically poking, waving your sword in front of it, and you already
want a
hit it. You got
deception?
its attention.
Do you want a deception roll?
No, I'm gonna say that it's gonna do that with what you're doing.
Okay.
So, all right, Eryn, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the big guy with one of my cool arrows.
Okay, perfect. So it's +2. Remember that.
Besides, he just gave him a bunch of.
Oh, and now we learned Gnome dead on this side.
Yeah, you get your second attack, and then just keep pumping up your attacks with these. That would be really good.
idea.
No, I like it.
Ooh, I could just
23 to hit.
All right, so you guys hear "Wah!" as the arrow flies out.
Big gun.
Cardoma's gonna hide his
10
eyes.
damage.
10 points. All right, nice. All right, so you strike into its side. All right, are you done here?
You gonna move? You gonna?
I think I'm gonna move.
Well, if you move, so you shot at it?
Yes.
Okay. And you shot at it right in front of it?
Yes.
So you need to roll another die.
Oh,
Disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage.
I didn't
Just
know
one, just your 20
The
second.
D20.
D20, just roll high, and be fine.
And if you don't, that's okay too. So what'd you roll?
5
A 5?
plus something.
Well, plus something. What's your plus something? Remember, you've got the 9 and you used one of the screech arrows.
And remember, there's death dice.
11. So this plus 11 is
16.
16. Hold on. Do you want to do one for precise shot?
Yes.
Okay, so roll this and add to it.
Okay, so doing precise shot.
Yep.
All right.
So an extra 5. So what does that make?
21.
21. So you for sure hit it, but you used one of
It's
your,
like King Koopa. It's
one of your
Bowser.
superiority dice.
Okay, got it.
Now, if you leave its area,
Yeah, it's Bowser.
It's
not
gonna
King
get an
Koopa.
attack.
It's King Koopa.
Well, it's
But it's
Yeah,
already
it's
gonna
up
get
to
an attack on me if it attacks
Same.
again.
That's true.
That's true.
True. You might not want to be the person right there. So you're gonna
Yeah.
go for it?
Yes.
You try to bolt.
And it might have 2 attacks, so 1 attack's better than 2.
There is an
Exactly.
attack.
All right, so it tries to snap at you as you're leaving.
Mhm.
And
should get a
let's
taste.
see here. What's your
Oh wait,
AC?
no.
Aaron?
I have
17.
Collin's lost half his hit.
It snaps you,
I have lost over half of it.
and then I need you to go
Yeah,
ahead
fine,
and
fine.
give me a escape check here, as it's trying to grab at you as you're leaving. So,
I have 5 more.
Or just roll a
I have
20.
40, or 6 more. I have 41.
20 on the die.
Natural 20.
oh, nice. All right, so yeah, no problem as it's trying to grab you from leaving. You still, and it's a nasty, as he grabs and just rakes your arm as you pull your arm back, as blood goes dripping down your arm. You are going to take 17 points of damage.
So 27 already.
Oh,
So 27 overall.
Alright, so before your round is done, use your bonus action and do second win.
Okay.
Roll that.
So second wind?
Yep.
All right.
That's right, man. You might get breathed on again or something.
So it's that plus your level.
34.
No, just the 3, sorry.
so
Just a D10.
Okay, I was
So
like,
good 10, so
Lots of
10
help.
plus your level,
yeah.
Yeah.
We go
so
right
7
here.
points back.
Yeah.
7 back?
So you're
okay,
now
so I'm
minus
now
6,
minus
3
20.
So this tells me.
All right, perfect.
That'd be hilarious if you actually did.
All right, Handsome, you are up.
Yeah.
You just saw this large crab man just grab Eryn and just rake her arm. Blood's dripping down her arm as she kind of gets away from this creature. But she kind of calms herself down a little bit, and the bleeding kind of stops pulsating as much from her. What do you do, Handsome?
Has anyone attacked it yet, Bill?
Yeah. Eryn just hit it right in its chest with one of the arrows that screeched out. One of the
And Alexianna hit it earlier.
and
right as it was
Alexianna hit
popping
it
out.
too. Yeah,
Talking about the little one or the big one?
the big one. Both have been hit now.
Both of them have been hit.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, I'll do. Let's see here. One of you should just go away so we can fight just one of you at a time. Please do so. Okay, so do dissonant whispers on the little one.
Okay, perfect.
So it needs to make a wisdom save DC 15.
Natural 20.
I think that's what they call it. Denied.
Yeah. Jeez.
Alright. Okay, so alright, I'll try to help out another way. Is Eryn still look like she's in a bad spot?
Oh, yeah.
Position-wise?
Position wise, no, she moved away.
It snapped her as she.
It snapped her when she was leaving.
Doesn't this and that whisper still do have damage?
Way too much.
Alright,
Yeah.
got this damage too, I think it doesn't. If it makes it save, let me double check.
What type pieces?
No, it's chicken and bacon.
Oh, chicken and bacon.
With barbecue.
There's no half for
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah.
Just chicken and bacon and barbecue.
Alright, and then he's gonna use his mantle inspiration. So
Okay.
it's okay, Eryn. It's okay, everyone will be okay. And then so I'm gonna use the bonus action for that, Bill, and let's see, Eryn and everyone else that was in that cone. How many people got hit by that fire?
6. I think it was like 6 people. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6.
Oh,
6, but 1.
Eryn and the 4 people closest to Handsome that got hit
Okay.
by this, they're gonna get 5 temporary hit points, and they can use their reaction to their speed without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
What is
Okay.
this?
So they can do that right now. That's like a reaction.
Right now,
So I get
And so they get to move how far?
they get to move up to their movement.
Okay.
It burns their reaction, and it doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity.
the only person who doesn't get it is Risna
So I'm just gonna. Okay. So
because she's the furthest away from
furthest away. All right. So Dramire, what are you gonna move away? Or are you gonna stay put? What are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna
move.
do? Okay. All right. So
Are you kidding me, coward? Don't take the goddamn enemy!
Why are you moving towards me? Move the other way. Don't bring the thing over here.
Little babbling man.
Do you see these rogues? I don't have a shield on.
Don't worry, everyone can move back. I'm gonna come in and distract him. Right there.
Because you can just be summoned together.
There is some bravery, orc, if you want to, replicate it a little.
Eryn, you can move again.
Do you already move?
Yep, I just moved you. Where do you want to go? Is that far enough? You wanna go
Um,
into the woods?
Just a bit behind a few trees.
Alright.
Just like one.
Much more comfy as
All right, Collin, you can choose to move if you want,
I have good stealth.
as this is a reaction.
Better than me.
Can I get 5 points back or 5 temporary hit points?
I have the town.
Yeah.
I'm keeping track.
That's fine.
Yeah, I just want to see what it does. But temps,
If he hasn't burned those 9, it won't be long.
Well, Collin doesn't have the number.
Fire breathing again.
Okay, cool.
I don't have to. I can just pick up the fire next time.
um,
I don't know. It could be right, of course. I mean, I have a sword.
5, 10, 15. As a reaction, I can use that.
Yes, as a reaction.
Nah, Collin
Yeah,
will
but
just wait.
you go
Collin
over
just-
right now.
Colin's just gonna stand there and wait. He's not gonna use his reaction.
Okay, perfect.
He might need it for something else.
Quiquay.
And I'm fast anyways.
Oh, move forward.
All right, you want to move Quiquay forward,
Going right into battle.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
and then Steed Irwin.
Oh, he went right
You'll
on.
be able to. That's short enough. You'll be able to.
Okay, you already do.
Yeah. But this is just a reaction.
Oh, sure.
No, it's just a reaction.
Yeah, no, I just.
You already
Steve just ran right in there.
Okay, perfect. All right, got it. All right.
Yeah, we're going with the reaction.
And then Handsome, I'm assuming this does not affect you on this one, though?
No, I don't need it.
Okay, perfect. All right. You think so. All right. So, Risna, you are up.
Alright, move me towards the big guy. I'm guessing based on my slow ass movement, I'm not gonna make it. Why would
Oh
I
yeah, you can make it.
You
Get
make
straight to it.
Nice.
Jesus.
it. Yeah, you make it.
Am I gonna make it?
Yep.
Alright.
My brother.
Actions are done. Let's do that. We'll wait and see what happens first. Alright, here we go. First swing.
Go buy an Ayun lodestone and give it to
Nice, 17. Wait, hold on. Wait, don't tell me.
I won't.
That was good kind.
You have to do the precise after or before. I'm gonna. Do you know, Dan?
What's that?
The precise shot, the maneuver precision attack. Do you say that after?
Yeah, you could do it. After you roll,
but before
it's been declared a hit or not.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think 17's enough. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add it on.
Okay, so doing precise.
Alright, that's another 4. Yeah, that's DC 21.
Yep, that's a smart move. You would have missed.
Yeah, I'm sure I would. Alright, and let's see. Alright, nice damage though. Alright, so that's 12 points.
Okay, 12 points into it. All right. All right, so yeah, you smash him with the axe there. All right.
And then second attack.
All right.
Woo-hoo! First time to see this.
Probably got the equivalent plate now.
17.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
hard
right,
to
yeah.
choose any good fucking roll.
I made this thing bad.
Yeah. Really, I couldn't tell by it breathing fire on the teleport.
Alright, well, apparently I'm warming up at this because that was a fumble.
Oh no, a fumble. All right.
I'm glad I backed up.
I'm still aiming at you, don't worry.
All right. Is anybody next to you?
Yeah, I'm next to it.
Oh, okay. So I need
Steed
you to go ahead and give me a dexterity save. Not you. I need Risna. Give me a dexterity saving throw
Oh,
as you scrape the axe back off the shell of this thing, and it's coming back at Steed Irwin.
I think I'm good. 18.
Okay, perfect. All right, that's good. So you see the axe come right by your face, like right by your eyes.
What
Just
would have
comes.
I wish you'd sign the contract before you try to kill me.
What would have happened?
It
I
just
did
makes
sign the
me.
contract.
You did
I'm
sign the
sorry.
contract.
Oh, all right. Well then, yeah, you can stab me in the face. That's okay.
I think I'm
Good to
good.
know.
All right. So now,
I'm gonna
first
take one.
I'm gonna do the crab. That's gonna take us strikes over at Alexianna.
Alright.
Costume and she
Ask for it.
Yep, that's gonna hit. First snap
Get a costume and come to.
for 7 points.
Okay.
All right.
And so that takes off 7 of the 9.
Yes.
So I still have 2.
Yeah. And then it snaps again with its other claw.
Yeah.
What's your armor class?
16.
Yeah, it snaps again at your other leg there.
Good enough.
For another 7 points.
Alright, so that's 5 that actually
Yeah.
hits it. Alright.
Sure.
All right.
And
Yeah, so it and into your legs. You're bleeding on both your legs. Got cuts there. All right, now the big boy.
I'm gonna eat your brother.
All right, so claws. Who do I got there?
You should hit me. I don't matter.
I got Risna, I got Quiquay, and I have
big old
Steed,
horse.
right? The 3 of them.
Not yet.
All right, so
Oh, please attack the horse.
all right, so it's actually I'm gonna go at Steed Irwin.
Yes.
All right.
There we go. I'm sad I didn't even get to reckless.
Yes, because you fumbled. Yes. All right. So it is going to hit you as it claws into you here. And I need you to go ahead and give me a dexterity escape check here.
Sure.
Well, escape check. It doesn't need to be dex.
Sure, yeah, so either athletics or.
Yeah, whatever.
How's 17 sound?
17's great. So you take 14 points.
Is that half?
As it,
Not yet.
oh, that's right. Are you
No.
raging?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Sorry yet.
All right. And then it takes a second claw. And it once again it's going for you, Steed Irwin.
That's right. This is a joke on you. I'm just summoned.
Once again, it snaps at your arm. I need you to make another escape check.
Sure, that's 20.
All right, yep, no problem. So yeah, it tries to grab you again, but you're like, just pull your arm back. You are going to take another 13 points.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, you see him just his arms are bleeding there.
This isn't even real blood. It's celestial blood. It barely counts.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right, so Dramire, you are up.
He's beefy though.
Can you try to blast them? Or I can run him in.
Just keep running. Just keep running.
Okay, now that he's attacked, I'm gonna go in.
Kill your buddy.
I like your strategy. It saves the glory for everyone else. It's very kind of you.
Okay, first I'm gonna hit with my warhammer.
All right.
Then again, try to shield bash.
Okay.
Which one's the? You didn't say.
It's the blue is the D8, the red is the D4. So
There you go.
the color coordination.
Match.
So
That's good.
20 something to hit
That hits.
with a warhammer
Okay.
for 7 points.
All
And
right.
then come in with a shield with a 23 for another 7 points. So 14 points in total.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, that was my bonus action.
All right, so yeah, you smash into it. You don't seem to just do as much. You don't think you affected it as hard shell. You hit it. You got into it, but not as good as you.
I didn't crack the shell?
No, you did not crack the shell,
Okay, magic it is.
but you damaged it. All right.
When in doubt.
Cardoma, you are up.
The real phrase is when in doubt.
I think it's the
Fireball it
appropriate
out.
time to help out now. Bilbo, do I have a clear shot at it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, I'm gonna conjure kind of a little black bead that's kind of rhymed with cold. Try to throw it at the thing.
All right, perfect.
Oh, nope. That is a 2, so that goes to an 8.
Try closing your eyes. You've probably gotten used to that.
All right, nice. Collin, you are up.
Alright. Colin's gonna move in here next to these guys, take a poke at it.
Okay.
Where's my red die? Oops, I've got a
Is
couple
this the same thing?
There's one half is bacon and one half is so some that have bacon.
That's going to be a, what did I say, 8 plus 2, 20?
20 is going to hit.
Okay, so that's going to be for 10 points of damage.
All right, is that a magical weapon?
That is a +1 magical weapon.
All right, perfect.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage
Okay.
and move, let's see, 9, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right.
I'll move there.
All
I
right,
could move
perfect.
further, but I don't want to.
All
That'll
right.
be good enough.
Quiquay,
Take your save.
you
Good
are
job.
up.
Okay, that bonus action. I go into my rage.
All right.
Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga.
Perfect. Nice.
Oh, crit.
Nice. All right. So
All right.
we have a crit.
So, and I'm reckless attacking,
All right. No problem.
and I'm raging.
All right. So you bash it right in his face. Maximum damage.
All right. Maximum damage is 6, 8, and 6. So that's 20 points of damage.
Nice. All right.
Nice.
Smashing in his face. Some
I thought maybe
pus
you
comes
grabbed
out of
the
it. Some
bite out of
ooze
it.
dripping. Some juices drip down its face.
Oh,
Can I,
Yeah.
maybe that extra, so there's a D6 because my whatever, so that there was a spear hit, but there was also like a bite, but with all 3 of his teeth that he has left. Because the D6 will always represent some sort of dirty fighting, because
Right.
he's not a backstabber, he's a
Nope, I
free
know.
for all,
Yep.
crab and grog. Something.
Steed Irwin, you are up.
I look around at all the new friends I've made, and the heart shape on my armor lights up
Okay.
and shoots a rainbow around me, and I am raging.
All right.
The rainbow love.
And I will recklessly attack with the power of love.
All right.
That's the power of love.
And that's
What?
Wow, a 19 and a 20.
Yes.
Jeez. All right.
The power of love really loves
Barbarians
you
are
today.
hitting it.
All right. So maximum damage,
Okay.
and then make another attack.
Wait, did you get
As you
exploded?
basically hit
Did you
it
get
so
a-
hard.
No, because I got max damage. So
Doesn't matter. Do you explode or you get to roll
If
it?
you have an exploding die, you get to
I
roll.
haven't rolled yet.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah. So, that's 12 points non-magic,
Okay.
9 points radiant,
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
and then a second attack. Second reckless attack. That's a 19 on the second attack.
Nice. So that hits again. You crank into it.
6 more non-magic.
Okay. Perfect.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, so you hack into it. You have more juices. Some meat falls onto the ground as you guys hit into this thing. Let's roll initiative again, gang.
Wonder Twin Powers activated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I rolled like 2 20s around the round initiative. I deserve it.
Oh my gosh, it's another 2.
I don't win. As long as
Alright, so what do you got?
a 2.
A 2. Cardoma? 19.
Nine.
Collin?
Modified 5.
5.
11.
15.
22.
Alright, Handsome. Initiative, Handsome, and Risna.
I'm an 8.
8. Handsome. Okay, we are going to start with Eryn. Eryn, you are up first.
Alright. I'm going to shoot from afar.
Alright, are you going to use one of the eagle arrows? Eagle's nest?
Use it or lose it. Oh wait.